Welcome to the first wine dining video wine review. This is an experiment, and we'll just sort of take it as it comes, and we'll put it out in an edited form that hopefully will be presentable. Today we're going to be looking at a Konzelmann 2006 Pinot Noir. It's subtitled Spaet Burgunder, which is translated late Burgundy. It retails for about $12.50 in the LCBO, although it is a 2006. I'm not sure it's available anymore, but I had this wine last weekend, and it was so good I just had to put it on the blog here because I want to share it. It is off dry, and I think that's appropriate since taking the Budmeter test, and I come up with being a hypersensitive or sweet taster, depending on how I answer the questions. It is a VQA, meaning that it is certified by the local appellation here, the Vintners Quality Alliance, certifying that all the grapes come from a Ontario wine vineyard. This one is in the Niagara Peninsula, which is in the area of Niagara Falls, St. Catharines. And I'll just point upward here to the VQA logo in case you're watching this and you're outside of Canada. You may not know what this looks like, but this is a appellation of the province of Ontario. It's also available in British Columbia, but they are separate administrations, but the rules for certifying are very similar. Holding it up towards the white background, you can see that is a darker color than what you normally expect from a Pinot Noir. The Pinots that I've tasted before are almost bordering on a rosé kind of color. As you can see, this one is much deeper and darker. Okay, let's give it a swirl and take a sniff. Well, what I'm coming up with is not really too much. I'm getting slight medicine-y cherry notes. It's almost sherry-like in what I smell. It's not very pronounced. I also pick up on the nose something that's kind of hard to describe. I could only sort of classify it as a kind of sweetness that I associate with sherry. Specifically, when I was a young kid, around 6, 7, and 8, we'd go to my grandmother's house at Christmas, and I would get a little bit of sherry to drink while watching cartoons, and it's that kind of sweetness that I detect. Okay, let's take a taste and see what we come up with here. Well, I'm getting a lot of cherry and a combination of strawberry and raspberry, with the cherry sort of being the dominant taste. Basically, I get it all through the beginning, mid, and end palate. It has a very nice finish. There is maybe a slight bit of dryness on the end palate, but it's not anything that causes any severe dryness in the back of the mouth or anything like that. It's just almost as if there was some mild tannins, and it's now been aged to a point where it's gone to a very low point. Very smooth finish, and you can tell that there is a touch of sweetness in this because it is a semi-dry wine, and that's perfectly fine for me. This is a German-style wine. Herbert Konzelmann is a German winemaker, comes from a long line of winemakers from Stuttgart. So it isn't surprising that there is a Germanic style to this Ontario wine. All in all, a very good wine, an excellent value. In fact, it's probably one of the best Pinot Noirs I've tasted, although I haven't tasted that many. If you can find it, it's a definite buy. I would give it definitely a 90 or 91. If you can't find it, I would recommend that you go to your liquor store if you can find it and get a later vintage, especially from what is considered a good year, because I've tried other Konzelmann wines and they are all very good quality and surprisingly well priced. A definite buy.